There, this is Karthik Madugula, aka Karma, the life coach, and I am here today for yet another podcast. And today's topic is all about how to conquer negative beliefs. Very, very important topic, according to me, because a lot of people are plagued by negative beliefs to the point of self sabotage and self destruction. So let's go ahead and discover all the questions that I'm going to be answering. I'm receiving various questions from a lot of people, and I'm collating all these questions for all of our benefit, and I'm answering all of those questions in this podcast. So if you have any questions for me as well, please do not hesitate to send me a message, comment in the comment section, or send me an email, or whichever way you want to get in touch with me as well. So let's first address what are the questions I'm going to be addressing today. So the first question, what are negative beliefs? 2, some examples of negative beliefs. What is the effect of negative beliefs in a person's life, career, relationships, money, well-being, etc., etc.? To what degree can negative beliefs impact a person? How do negative beliefs form? Who can get affected by negative beliefs? What will life look like without negative beliefs? Can negative beliefs be fully eliminated? How to get rid of or at least gain control over my negative beliefs. And the bonus question that I'm going to be answering today as well is having positive beliefs the best way to do life? Okay, so let's discuss and discover and explore this topic in depth, and let's for once and forever conquer negative beliefs. So starting with the first question, what are negative beliefs? Negative beliefs are the kind of beliefs that form within us over a period of time through various experiences in a way that believing these things is causing us harm and is pulling us back in our life. So first of all, let's understand one thing, that belief itself means sometimes you do not have evidence for something, or you cannot fully prove the full extent of whatever you're believing, and hence you are still choosing to believe that thing. So that's what a belief is. Belief is something that you have faith in, that you subscribe to, even if you didn't have too much evidence to back it, or let us say you had too much evidence to back it, but that evidence does not hold true anymore, but you still hang on to that, that evidence and the belief that comes out of that evidence. So for example, if you failed 10 times in your school, if you carry the same belief to your workplace or your relationships, which are new dimensions in your life, so that evidence may not apply here anymore, but because of those experiences, if I still carry that belief that I will fail into my profession or into my relationships, then I'm definitely going to self-sabotage or self-destruct my own performance in these new situations. So this is what a belief is. And at that, a negative belief is something that is working against us. There can also be good beliefs, like, for example, if I say I can, or if I say I can be successful, or if I say I can learn this. When I'm saying I can learn this new thing, there is no evidence for the fact that you will be able to learn, but you are choosing to believe in your capacity to be able to learn. So that's a good belief to have, right? So that is a negative belief. A negative belief is a belief that causes self sabotage and self destruction, because once you hold this belief, you are unable to perform to your natural capacity. You are unable to build new skills with that existing capacity, and as a result, you will render yourself ineffective in life. So that is what a negative belief is. Some examples of negative beliefs, as I've already said, let us say you fail 10 times in the school. Now, you coming into new situations like work or relationships and still continuing to believe the same thing is a negative belief, obviously speaking. Okay. What are some other negative beliefs? Let us say I feel that I will always suck at public speaking. That's a negative belief. So whenever I'm next presented an opportunity to speak, what do you think is going to happen to me? That doubt is going to come in, it's going to eat me up, and it won't let me even put my hand up to that opportunity to speak on stage. Okay. So that's one other kind of negative belief. Another negative belief could be, I can never be successful in business. Or another negative belief could be, I can never become a leader. Another negative belief could be, I will never be loved. No one loves me. That's a negative belief. No one loves me. Now that statement has universalized your belief in the fact that no one loves you. So now everyone belongs in that no one, right? And as a result, you impose this belief on the entirety of the world around you, and obviously then you will feel isolated, frustrated, removed from the world around you, and you will go through a significant amount of suffering as a result of believing this. But let's kind of question that. Is it true that no one actually loves you? It cannot at all be. Even at least a reception who smiled at you and greeted you or made something easy for you loved you. I mean, love does not have to mean I'm going to come close to you, give you a hug and a kiss or whatever that is. Love means I'm extending myself for your sake. And I'm sure so many people out there are ready to extend themselves to whatever their capacity is for your sake. And if that's the case, how can you straight up declare that nobody loves you? Okay, it's just that you have few bad experiences, so few evidences to prove that, and taking that evidence, now you are universalizing this statement. And that's what a negative belief is. So you take few evidences of failure from certain places, and now you universalize this feeling onto everything and everyone. Okay, but that simply cannot be true. Okay, so these are some examples of negative beliefs. So the next one, what is the effect of negative beliefs on a person in their life overall, whether it's career, relationships, money, or even well-being? Okay, what are some of the effects? The effects of negative beliefs are multifold. First thing, they take your confidence down. Okay, the moment you have a negative belief, you will feel out of control, obviously, right? So you have a negative belief about something, that let us say you feel that no one will love you, then you will feel out of control in the aspect of getting love in life. Let us say you feel that you'll never be successful, you won't even feel like trying, because obviously you don't have any control on the process of success, according to you at least. So the first thing that it does is it destroys your confidence. And the second thing that it does, as the belief strengthens, is it pushes you into inaction in life. Because if I'm anyway going to fail or not fare good at whatever this subject is, why even try? And that's when inaction begins. And inaction is a zone of stagnation, and it's not at all a good place to live in. Okay, so it destroys your confidence, it pushes you into inaction, and slowly in all the comparisons that you will do with people around you, and you feel lesser or smaller than all of them, right? So all of these things will happen, and you will at some point in this journey want to stop going out, want to stop meeting people, want to stop competing with others, taking part in competitions or any fests or games or sports or anything of that sort. And you will slowly start losing grip on your life in a big way. You'll continue to keep settling for mediocre, to the point that mediocre becomes the worst that you can reach. These are the effects that negative beliefs can have on a person. So let's look at specifically what can happen in career, relationships, money, and well-being. So in career, if we look at it, if you have a lot of negative beliefs, what will happen is you will not seize the opportunities that you are deserving for. Let us say you have the skill, you worked hard, you learned something, and you know how to do certain things, and the opportunity comes up, and it comes onto the table, and everyone asks if somebody is ready to take it up, but your hand will never go up. So as a result, you will never seize the opportunities, you will always feel lesser than other people, and you will fall back professionally, even if you are good at your work. Okay, and let us say you have done a really good piece of work, but you fear, speaking in a meeting or public speaking, or speaking in front of a board or a CEO or whatever. Okay, someone else will take credit for your work just because you believe that you cannot speak well. I mean, I really don't wish this for anyone. Okay, so the next one, relationships. So if I feel that no one loves me, or if I feel that everyone will cheat me, or if I feel that no one has my best interest at their heart, or if I feel that no one is out there to help me, I will have a very, very hard time trusting anyone. And even small disturbances or gaps, or small things falling down will be perceived as major events by me. Okay, let us say one time this person did not show up on time, or one time this person forgot your birthday, or whatever it is, and then you make a big deal out of it because you believe that you'll never be loved, because you believe that no one holds you in a priority. So as a result, because of them dropping just one ball, you will fight with them so much and make it so difficult, because you come from this belief and you're trying to establish to yourself that this person is not living true to that belief. So you fight with them to confirm that they just forgot this one time. But no matter how many times they assure you, you will keep asking the same question and keep fighting the same fight, because you're functioning out of that negative belief. If you did not have that belief that no one has you as a priority, then one time if somebody forgets your birthday, you will not make a big deal out of it, laugh it out, and pull their leg and ask them to gift you something the next day, or take you to a coffee shop, or bring you an ice cream or something like that. You make it so easy for yourself. Okay, so that is how negative beliefs can affect relationships. The next one, money. If you have negative beliefs around money, that I cannot make enough money, or I cannot keep money, or money never stays with me, or I'm incapable of making a lot of money, or any of these things, you will most probably prove yourself right. And I hope this does not happen to you. Okay, because if you believe any of these things, you will act accordingly to those things, and you will actually not have the money, you'll actually not be able to afford things, you'll actually never have savings. Actually, money will never stay with you. Actually, you will not be able to make that much money, because you won't even try, simply. And then coming to well-being. Okay, so if you believe that I'll always be unhealthy, or I will always be unhappy, I will always be fat, I will always be I will always be unattractive, or any of these other things. Okay, so if you believe any of these other things, again you will act accordingly. So if you believe that you'll always be fat, why do you think you're going to make the effort to get into a workout program or something? Maybe you will go for 2 to 3 days and you will not see the results fast enough. And because you believe that you'll always be fat, and you will look at your tummy after 5 days, it would not have changed that much, because change is a gradual process. So in 5 days, after seeing not much change visibly, you will get disappointed, and from the sixth day, you'll stop going. And as a result, you will make your belief come true. This is how people are remaining where they are, because they believe that they will remain where they are, and then they act, but the results don't come fast, and then they give up because they believe that their situation will never change anyway. This is what is happening, folks. You do not deserve to live like this. So, no to negative beliefs, right? So the next question that I have here is, to what degree can negative beliefs impact a person? To a certain extent, I've answered this question. It can take you to the extent of severe depression, not wanting to go out, not wanting to meet people, not wanting to take opportunities, not wanting to interact, not wanting to compete, not wanting to, even learn anything new, for that matter. So you can become absolutely stagnant like a pond and start thinking for yourself. Okay, this is the worst that negative beliefs can do to a person. Bring them into significant inaction, significant inferiority complex, and significant low mood and depression. This is at the height of what negative beliefs can do for you. On a regular level, on a day-to-day basis, you will lose a lot of opportunities. You will not be able to capture and captivate your entire potential, and all these other effects that you will be seeing because of negative beliefs. How do negative beliefs form? Okay, as we already discussed, the way negative beliefs form is, first you will see some failures at your intended objective. So there will be some evidences of failure. Okay, let us say some people fool you, or some people say that they love you, but then they gossiped about you, or did backbiting on you, or something like that. Let us say you always believe that you will be successful and you fail 10 times in a row in your class. Okay, now these are evidences of failure. So from these evidences of failure, what happens is, now you gather an overall perspective that I am not good enough, or people don't love me, or people will always cheat me, or I will never be healthy, or I will always be fat, or any of these things. And then now you universalize this. So what you forget in this process is, these 10 pieces of evidence are only 10 pieces of evidence from those particular contexts. It does not have to apply to every event. So this is how negative beliefs form. From a few pieces of evidence of failure, you make a universalized perspective about yourself and your relationship with the world around you and your relationship with life itself. And from there is no turning back. You will go on a downhill and continue to tumble until you break yourself at the bottom, unless you stop the flow somewhere and pick yourself back up. Okay, so this is how negative beliefs form. Who can get affected by negative beliefs? Quite literally, everyone is vulnerable to negative beliefs. Why? Because this world is a very hard place. You will not get anything easily. Okay, it's designed to be that way, so that we put our best out there, not expect the results, and still keep going forward. Okay, so you will try variety of things in various ways. Pain will happen in life for everybody. So when pain happens, if a person is not localizing that pain and globalizing that pain, you have now entered negative beliefs. Okay, so who does pain not happen to? It can happen to anyone. It can happen to a beggar on the street, to Ambani in Antilia. Okay, some painful event happens for everybody. But then, will you localize that pain to that event, or will you take it full range and apply it to everything in life and universalize that pain and exaggerate that pain out of proportion and make life difficult for you from that day on? That's the choice that is there in your hand. So localize the pain and don't universalize it. Localize the failure and don't universalize a perspective. Okay, so everybody is vulnerable to be affected by negative beliefs. So your approach will decide whether you will fall for that vulnerability or whether you will ride high above that vulnerability. But we are all vulnerable because pain is a part of everyone's life, right? What will life look like without negative beliefs? It'll be a beautiful journey, I have to say. Because if there is no opinion that is stopping you from continuously participating in life and trying something again and again, or trying new things in new ways, or even old things in new ways, if no belief or perspective stops you from that, you are always in flow and motion. You will keep doing what you prefer to do or like to do, and you will let the results be, because sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't work out. That does not mean that they'll never work out for you. That does not also mean that they'll always work out for you. Okay, that's just a belief. Whether you think it will never work out or whether you think it will always work out, both of them are beliefs and not truth. Okay, so if there is no negative beliefs holding you back, you will live stress free. you will live in the flow. You'll just keep doing, and whatever comes will keep coming. Whatever does not come will not come today, maybe will come tomorrow. So you keep trying. And the good part about it is we never know when we are going to die. So you keep trying until you have time, and if you achieve by the time you're dead, well and good. If you don't achieve by the time you're dead, no problem, because you don't anyway know that you did not achieve because you're already gone. So what's the problem in that process? No problem. So without negative beliefs, life will become a beautiful process of just enjoying the journey just as it was actually meant to be. But we have complicated it and made it difficult for ourselves. Now, can negative beliefs be fully eliminated? The answer is yes. Yes, negative beliefs can be fully eliminated. But will I say that it is easy? No. Will I say that it is simple? Yes. It is simple to eliminate all negative beliefs. But as they say, simple is not actually always easy. So, uh, you know, to some extent you may keep getting bogged down by various pains, and some negative beliefs will keep forming. Just like you have food, some toxins will form in your body, so you have to flush it out every day. You have to eliminate that waste every day. Okay, so we cannot guard ourselves from pain in this lifetime. Okay, pain will continue to happen. So every day we are responsible for ourselves to release those toxic thoughts or toxic beliefs or toxic impressions that we acquire from the happenings of the day. If we do that every day, we will keep ourselves free from negative beliefs. Can we not even let them happen? Probably that is like too saintly. If one wants to go in that direction, it is absolutely possible. But if you're living a regular life in the cities like everybody else, these things will form. But just like you eliminate your waste material every day from your bowel movement, you can also eliminate the germinating negative beliefs in their bud rather than constipate on them and make them big inside yourself. Okay, so yes, you can keep eliminating every day to keep yourself clean. How to get rid or gain control over my negative beliefs? Very good question. So what are the various steps one can take to gain control over, or to completely conquer your negative beliefs? The way to do this is, first of all, to not subscribe to any belief fully. What do I mean by this? So there are evidences of failure, and now we are universalizing this. That's what a negative belief is, right? So why do you let belief stop you from participating in the process of life, in which you have to anyway do, you have to anyway get onto the stage, you have to anyway present, you have to anyway do the task, you have to anyway trust new people and find and try a relationship again, you anyway have to try things again. So if that's the case, why hang on to negative beliefs and make it hard for yourself? So the way to overcome negative beliefs is to continuously affirm to yourself that no matter what has happened in the past, I will always give a fresh chance to things in my life. Okay? Some people will tell you that the way to get rid of negative beliefs is positive beliefs. Now, let us say you believe that you can. Okay? Will that always be true? If you say that you can always, I will put a Rubik's Cube in your hand right now and ask you to solve it in 30 seconds. We both are sure that you're failing. Okay? So just then you said you can. Now we proved that you can't. Okay? So positive beliefs are also not true all the time. Okay, so the solution to negative beliefs is not positive beliefs, and I'm going to answer that question also. There is that bonus question. So the solution to negative beliefs is not always positive beliefs. Okay, the solution to negative beliefs is you taking a firm decision that even though there are evidences of failure, I will not stop giving chances to myself and to things and people in life. So this way, what will happen to you is irrespective of what happens, irrespective of what you feel, you'll always keep taking chances. And as you keep taking chances, naturally you will prove to yourself that the failure that happened in the past need not repeat. Okay. And if you prove that to yourself in 10 areas, in 10 specific subjects, or in 10 specific agendas in life, if you prove to yourself that a past failure need not also indicate a future failure, then this evidence will help you wrap your head around the fact that you should not believe anything fanatically. Okay. You should not believe anything negative fanatically to the point of not trying at all. So I'll paraphrase the solution again. The way to win over negative feelings and conquer negative feelings is, no matter how many times you fail or what kind of evidence of failure exists, make a firm, resolute decision to keep giving chances to things again and again. A little wiser every time, obviously. Like one failure happened, analyze why the failure happened. And from that new knowledge and new enlightenment, give a fresh chance. Maybe it will fail again. Now you have some more knowledge. Now give a fresh chance again. As a result, over a period of time, you will accumulate enough knowledge, and one day you have to win. Naturally. When you have the best knowledge, you will win one day. Okay. So this is how to conquer your negative beliefs. Okay. Now coming to the bonus question, is having positive beliefs the best way to do life? I've just now answered that to a certain extent. Even positive beliefs are not always true. So even if you try to hold on to it, you will not be able to believe that for a long time. Isn't it funny that when something is negative, we are easily able to believe it, but when something is positive, when you're asked to believe in something positive, it's very hard to believe. Okay. Because even after you believing, sometimes it fails, and now you are easily able to not believe it anymore. Okay. So that's because, simply put, we are wired in such a way that falling down is by default, but standing up requires a lot of effort. Okay. So you can't hold on to positive beliefs easily in the face of failure, in the face of things not working out. Let us say you believe that you will get that contract, or this girl will say yes to you, or that boy would show interest in you, or whatever it is, and they didn't. Now all your positive belief is gone out of the wind. So positive belief is still not the best thing to do in life. The best thing to do in life is, no matter what failure keep happening, no matter what disappointment keep coming your way, you keep learning from these things and keep giving chances to yourself and to the things around you and to the people around you. Okay? So say no to negative beliefs and say yes to keep giving chances in life. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this podcast as much as I did, talking about it on spontaneous, these questions. I never prepare for these podcasts. I always speak spontaneously as the questions come to me and as the answers come to me. That's what I enjoy about this. And before you leave, please go ahead into the comment section and comment your best learning from this video, so that everyone else can also benefit, including me, from your understanding of what we discussed. Maybe you have a better solution than me. I would love to know that in the comment section as well. So before you leave, please remember, if you own your day, every day, the weeks, the months, and the years are yours to rule. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.